He probably has a plan in mind. However, he just doesn't, he doesn't want it to be final. A lot of people just don't want their, like, if I make this decision, it's final, right? So if you tell somebody, hey, so nothing happens actually, like today, it's not coming out of your bank account, but what we need to do is see if we can get you approved. And then here's the cool part about why I work hand in hand with you. If you want to make any changes, modifications, go up, go down in the coverage, you just simply let me know and I can handle that on our end. So if after you guys think about it, you guys are talking, and you want to increase the coverage, you just let me know. If you want to stay with where you're at, that's fine too. But let's get the application in, and then you can just communicate with me which way you want to go after you guys think about it. Because we know we want something, right?
Right. So you say, like, is it always, like, I guess, when is it okay? Like, I know kind of based on the scripts, it's like we really want both spouses, like, to be apart most of the time, but, like, when is it okay maybe if they're not?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's like, absolutely, like, it's not going to work out to have both of us on here schedule-wise and we can't make it work, then you just work with what they got.
Okay, gotcha.
And you just have to be understanding. Sometimes you can three-way them in, sometimes you can do it on a lunch break, like, you can get creative with it.
Okay. Gotcha.
But always have that prerequisite, like, hey, it's going to be a lot easier. Obviously, playing the Chinese telephone back and forth makes it difficult for, like, obviously, you're not the expert in this. I'm the one explaining exactly how it's going to work for you guys. So I want to make sure they get all the information to help make the decision with you guys. And then, we can just do this one time.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back into the script where we were at. Okay. 3 types of insurance. I'm just jumping right back in, so we don't start moving. So 2 types of insurance. We went through that: PMI, private mortgage insurance, and mortgage protection. So the brokerage that I work for is called Family First Life. So basically, we're a liaison with every lender in the country. We work with all of the carriers who offer mortgage protection. You might have heard of some of them, like Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, John Hancock. But it's important for you to know that I work with the top 30 carriers in the state of Indiana, because I'm not just loyal to any one of them, but I'm loyal to my clients. So I'll be able to do all the shopping around and make sure that we find the best program that fits the budget. So the whole point of this is to take stress off the table and not add to it. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so at the bottom, let me just take that off. Just gonna delete that because we're not sending over that sheet. All right, so the plan today is pretty simple. I'm gonna take 5 to 6 minutes and ask you a couple questions to see like how much coverage that you might need. I'll take 2 to 3 minutes and ask some medical questions to know what you can qualify for, and then I'll show you a couple of options. Okay, sound fair?
Okay. Yeah.
So once we find one that makes sense and fits the budget, we can either apply or decline for the coverage. It doesn't matter to me, what we're doing here today. It's not just like an open enrollment type of thing though, so it's something that you can't just like call in whenever and add on. So just whenever at the end of it, I just need a yes or a no from you, okay? Is that fair?
Yeah, so if I decided that I wanted to add on later, like if we come up with something today and I wanted to add on later, I couldn't do that?
I like where you're at with that. I actually don't love, this is from somebody else's script.
Okay.
To me, I think there's like pros and cons with it, because it sets you up for kind of those questions down the line. Right. They're typically not going to ask you that because like you've been hearing some of the calls, right? Typically somebody's just going to be like, I just think it sets it up for I don't know, I don't really love it. I'm actually taking it out.
Okay.
I am going to leave the last one in because I think that makes sense. So, hey, so if we find something that makes sense and it's affordable, is there any reason why we wouldn't make a decision today?
No, I think we could.
Okay, awesome. All right, so if you would do me a huge favor, could you spell the legal spelling of your first and last name for me?
Yes, Amber, A-M-B-E-R, Reed, R-E-A-D.
R-E-A-D. And then confirm your full address for me.
Yeah, it's 484 Henderson Road.
You said Henderson?
Yes.
Okay, and then what's the city state?
Odenville, Alabama.
Odomville. Have you lived there for a
Yeah.
while?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then what's the zip code there?
35120.
5120. Perfect. And then is this the best phone number for you? This is your cell phone here?
Yes.
Can you just confirm that for me and repeat that back to me?
It's 205-746-5953.
Perfect. And then what's a good email address for you?
Reed, READ 07@gmail.com.
At Gmail. You should hear the emails that I get. I hear some wild ones. For real. Alright, and then what is your date of birth, Amber?
August 27th, 1993.
And then how old does that make you?
That would make me 32.
32. Alright. And then, what do you do for work, Amber?
I am a teacher.
Okay. What do you teach?
Math
Cool. For like elementary, for high school, what do you?
for elementary.
Nice. What grade?
Second grade.
Kudos to you.
Fifth grade.
Fifth grade math? Okay. I got a fifth grader right now, and
Oh, nice.
she actually loves math, so
Oh, good.
okay. Okay, cool. And then how long have you been doing that for?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. And then any like jobs before that, or that's kind of like what you?
Yeah, I had some odd jobs before that.
Okay. Odd jobs. And then with the teaching job, is this something you see like you're doing like long term, forever? Is it like your forever dream job, or?
It's hard to say. I don't know for sure. Is that going to be important for the application?
Not really. We just like to know kind of, hey, what's your overall goal with where you're currently working? If it's something that you do see long term, or getting a full picture of what your situation is kind of the goal behind asking that.
Okay.
And what would you say like monthly income after taxes are for you? And what do you bring
Probably
home?
around, let's say around like 4,000.
I don't pay you guys enough, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Any other sources of income, like any like work with the cartel or the drug, anything like that?
No, not lately.
Okay, cool.
I stopped that a while back.
Nice. Any rental properties or any other sources of income coming in?
No, that's it.
Okay. Now, is there any dependents in the home, or is it just you?
It's just me.
Just you? Okay. So no kids
Yeah.
or spouse or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And then any like outstanding like debts that you might have, so like any like credit cards, any car payments, anything of that nature?
I have a student loan.
Student loan.
Yeah.
That's why they don't pay you guys enough.
Yeah.
Roughly how much is that? You pay that like a monthly payment for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that monthly payment you're roughly paying?
About 200 a month.
About 200 a month. Okay. Perfect. Anything else? Any other car payments or anything like that?
Yeah, let's say my car payment's about 400 a month.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else? Any other loans you can think of, credit
that's it.
cards, anything like that?
That's it.
Awesome. And so, a couple other questions. I'm gonna shift gears on your loan that you got. And is it still with Rocket, or did they sell that off to somebody else?
They probably sold it off to someone else,
Do you know
but
who's getting the loan payments? Who you send the check into? Not a huge
have to
deal.
go back. Do what?
Not a huge deal if you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay, no worries. And then this is pretty important though, what's your mortgage balance and what do you still owe on the home?
250.
250. Okay.
Yeah.
And then did you take out like a 30-year loan, a 20-year loan, 15? What did you do?
30.
30 year? Okay, perfect. Did you get in before the interest rates got all crazy, or you having to pay a pretty decent interest rate?
Yeah, no, I got in before the interest rates got crazy.
So did I. That's why I'm like afraid to buy a new house because like I don't want to know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like triple what I got in at.
Yeah.
And then this was like a new purchase, right? It wasn't like a refinance or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. And is it your first home?
Yes.
Nice, congrats. Is it feeling like home yet, or are you still bumping into walls?
It's starting to feel like home.
Okay, awesome. You got pictures up on the wall yet?
Not yet.
Alright, it's not home yet. You gotta get some pictures up on that wall, okay? What are you paying on that mortgage monthly? What's your monthly payment for that?
It's about, let's say it's like 2,000.
2,000? Okay. Does that mean you got like all of like your escrow and taxes and insurance and everything going into
Yes.
that as well?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then do you pay like maybe anything extra towards like the principal balance with that being 2,000, or anything extra like goes towards the home?
Let's say I pay $50
You
extra.
pay $50 extra. Is that included in the 2,000, or you pay 50 on top of the 2,000?
On top of it.
Okay, cool. Smart. Some people do that. Some people like to make like an extra payment a year, like knocks off like 5 years off your loan value and something like that. So, when you bought the house, obviously you owe 250 on the home. What did they give you like an appraisal or like a value of the home? Like, do you know what that is?
Yeah, it was let's just say, so I bought it for 250. That's what it appraised for.
Oh, it appraised for 250. Okay, gotcha. They weren't budgeting, huh?
No, yeah, it was right on the dot.
I got you, no worries. Well, good for you. I'm glad you were able to get the house. Now, do you think this house is going to be like your forever home? You plan on staying there for a while? What have you thought through on that?
Probably not the forever home, but we'll be here for a little bit.
Like 10 years or so, you think? 10, 15 years?
Let's say maybe 10 years.
10 years? Okay. Gotcha. That's what it is for me and my wife. We've been in our house for about 5. We think maybe a couple more years we'll probably get something different.
I gotcha.
Let's see here. At the end of the month, let me ask you a couple of these questions, and then I gotta ask you some medical questions, and we'll shift gears. But at the end of the month, I know you said you make about 4,000. You got, about 20. From what I'm seeing, about 2,600, maybe 2,700 going out. And you probably have insurance. And you probably got a phone bill and electric and some other things and food and all those things. But roughly, what would you say you have left over after all the bills are paid?
Not very much. Let's say that it's about, I have about 200 left
200
after
left.
all the bills.
I gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to start working for the cartel. Alright. I'm just playing. Alright, so anything to like offset the mortgage? God forbid something were to happen to you. Do you have like a 401k, an IRA? Do you have anything like that started with work? Any stocks, bonds, anything like that?
Like as a teacher, I feel like would have a.
Yeah, you probably have a 401k.
401k.
You don't know, you should know. You should probably ask
Yeah, I
her.
know.
Part of that money of your check is probably going into something.
Yep, I think it's going into the 401k.
Okay, 401k. It's probably a 401b for you because you're at school. Okay. And then anything like cryptocurrencies or anything like that stocked away somewhere?
No,
Money
unfortunately not.
Money underneath the mattress? This is just so
Maybe.
I know, actually. No, I'm just messing. Alright. No worries. And then do you have any like current like traditional life insurance outside of work?
Not outside of work.
Okay, so nothing owned outside of work, nothing privately owned. Do you have some with your job?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And do you know about how much it is?
I think the face amounts for 50,000.
50,000. That's pretty standard. And just I'm sure. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I was just gonna say I pay about I think I pay like 20, let's say $25 a month for it.
25 a month. Okay, perfect. And just obviously you're aware, like obviously you keep taking advantage of the work insurance, but it's just like when you rent a car, you don't own it. So if you were to leave that job, if you retire, or anything like that, that doesn't go with you, right? So it's obviously the cherry on the cake. You're paying pennies on the dollar for that insurance, but I'm sure you're aware of that already. But all right, I'm gonna shift gears. Couple medical questions for you. Any like major surgeries in the past that you've had over the last like maybe 5-10 years? I know you're only 32.
No.
Do you have anything major?
No.
No. Okay. Any?
What if I had? Can I time out?
Yeah.
What if somebody says, "What if I had plastic surgery?" They say that. Does that
Okay.
count? That's,
Sure. Or you can write
Is
it down.
that
but
major surgery?
no.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, time back in. Okay.
Any medications that you're currently taking? Let me ask it this way: any medications that you're currently taking, or any medications that you're not taking but that you are prescribed to? Some people don't like to take their meds.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's something.
Say like let's say like what if they say I was taking something for anxiety but I'm not anymore.
Okay. So anxiety. How long ago were you taking it?
They prescribed it 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Do you know what the name of the med was?
I do not.
Okay. No worries. Was it like one pill? Was it 2 pills? Was it?
One. We'll say one.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Any other medications that you were currently taking?
Just stuff for allergies and things like that.
Do they get bad like in the fall for you or the spring? When's it like really rough for you?
In the spring.
Spring? I'm fall allergies. Like right now I'm dying.
Sorry.
Trying to get on them meds too. Okay. Let me ask you this. Are you a smoker or a non-smoker?
Let's say that I am a smoker.
You are a smoker, okay. Gotcha. And then what's your current height and weight?
Let's say 5'6", 115.
115. Okay. And then I'm gonna list a couple medical questions. Most likely they're gonna be no, but just stop me if there is something that you have had. So any like heart attack, cancer, strokes, any like diabetes, neuropathy, high blood pressure. Okay. Any like lupus, asthma, COPD. Any
No.
thyroid or kidney or liver disease. Perfect. And then have you had any? They're always asked. I have to ask the background questions. Any like DUIs, felonies, anything of that nature? Not robbing banks, are you?
No. It
Okay.
might have been kind of hard to get the teaching job with that. So.
Yeah, no, I can. I can only imagine.
First, I'm surprised they hired me as being a smoker too. You know. But
Alright, well,
anyway.
hey. Are you like an everyday smoker, or just like when it gets like when the kids stress you out, or like what's it looking like?
Yeah, let's say it's not every day. Let's say it's just occasionally,
Oh, okay.
like maybe a few times a week.
A few times a week. Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. All right, cool. Amber, I think I have about everything. Just want to make sure I'm on the same page with you. So you're 32. You work as a teacher. And again, thank you for that. You guys don't get enough credit for that. And then doing that for about 5 years, you make about $4,000. Bring home. You've got some outstanding some debts, but you've also got the loan house, the mortgage, and things of that nature. Bringing home after all the bills are paid, roughly about $200 left over at the end of the month. I guess so. The main goal here, the main focus would be to make sure that, God forbid, something happens to your income, since you're the sole earner, right, of your house. There's nobody else, no dependents upon. That we make sure we have something put in place. God forbid something happens to your health that would take over and pay for the mortgage payments. Am I on the same page? Is that what we're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have you grab, if you don't mind, grab a clean sheet of paper. I'm gonna have you write down a few things when I get right back on the phone with you. So let me know. Just give me a second, and I'll hop right back on with you. So just hang on tight for me. Grab that paper for me.
Okay.
Pause. Right. So now I've got all your information. I recapped. The recap is so important. You see like what I just did there?
Okay.
I literally did your whole situation. I read it back to you and made you tell me like that is the main goal that we're trying to achieve here.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Perfect. Yep. Awesome. Give me a minute. I'm gonna have you write a few things down how this is gonna work, and I'll be right back on with you.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna go over to my IULE for Americo. You are 32 years old, and you have a loan of 250,000. Female. So my price per month for you, I'm gonna write this down. This is what you would be doing. Is $78.74, and that's for 250,000. And then I'm gonna also show you what 150,000 is. Actually, half of them would be 125. I'll show you 125. 125,000 is going to be $42.06. And then I'm going to show you what 350,000 is.
Will we just wait till later? Like, should I see your screen right now, or will we just wait until like I'm on one and then you'll kind of walk me through, like where you go to do the, where you're doing that?
Okay. So just on Americo, looking at it. So just type in your age, 32. Type in Alabama. Go to the IUL calculator.
Okay.
32, female. Oh, got a smoker. So this is gonna change to 250,000. Go to the bottom. It's gonna be 116.
Okay.
And 18 cents. I'm gonna show you 125. It's gonna be $60.77. And then 350. Should be 160. 48 cents. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to my script. Me and you have just talked about, hey, do this, this, and this, and then I'm gonna say, hey, present the IUL to them. So you're gonna click on present IUL. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So now we're jumping right back in. So, all right. I apologize for that wait. Thank you for your patience. So this part is like very crucial. So please, if there's something that you don't understand, just let me know. But overall, I get paid to simplify things, break them down. So you shouldn't have too many questions. But I just want to make sure you understand exactly how this is going to work. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how the mortgage protection is going to do for you guys. So it pays off either the whole home or half home. If you were to die, you get a tax-free check. Okay. The second thing, if you'll write that down, the second thing is it'll you will get either the whole home or half home, no matter what you have left to pay on the home. Right. So no matter if it's 10 years down the line and you only owe 150,000, you're still gonna get that full 250,000. Or if you choose to go with half the home, 125,000. Okay. And I'll explain exactly what the numbers are here in a minute. If you end up moving, the coverage does go with you. So I know you mentioned like, hey, you might not be here forever. If you end up moving, this coverage does go with you. It's not locked into the home, okay?
Okay, it's just for that amount though, that would carry over.
Correct. So if we needed to upgrade or you bought a bigger home, we could always add to the coverage, absolutely.
Okay, okay.
Now, you don't have to die to actually get the money. So the number one reason why people lose their homes isn't death or job loss. It's medical expenses. Okay, so
Okay.
it would be bad enough if we lost our income, but on top of that, we'd also be dealing with extra medical expenses. That's like what really gets people. So the average out-of-pocket cost just for having cancer is $83,000, and that's after healthcare. Pretty crazy, right?
Well, yeah.
All right, so here's 4 things that I want you to write down and how the policy will pay out while you're still alive. You got that pen handy?
Okay. Yep.
First thing I want you to write down is critical illness. Critical
Right.
illness. So that's like anything like a heart attack, stroke, invasive cancer, any more major organ failure, ALS, anything serious,
Okay.
where you're hospitalized and your life could be immediately in danger. Okay, that's gonna be a critical
Okay.
illness. Policy's gonna pay out. Also want you to write down chronic illness. Chronic illness. This is a serious illness for over 90 days where you can't do 2 out of your 6 daily living functions. So you need help taking a bath, feeding yourself, using the restroom, putting your clothes on, getting out of a bed or a chair. Right? That's going to be considered chronic illness. Okay?
Can I ask you a question on that?
Sure.
With that chronic illness, so you said for 90 days, so I mean, how do they determine that? Like, do you have to go
A
to the
doctor.
doctor and he tells
Yeah.
and he tells you you're sick and you have to wait 90 days after that for it to pay?
Correct. Yep. The
Okay.
doctor's going to say for more than 90 days.
Okay.
Yep. And then terminal illness. So if the doctor says you have 1 year left or less to live, that's considered a terminal illness. So like brain aneurysm, cancer, any heart attack that's got blockage, and they say, hey, you've got a year less to live, you've got access to your policy. Okay?
The whole thing, right?
Correct. And then the
Okay.
last thing.
And was the whole
Go ahead. Sorry.
sorry, was the whole so with any of those 3, critical illness, chronic illness, or terminal, is the whole face amount available to me, or is it only a portion on some of those things?
Yeah, so you have access to the full policy, but just like anything, the way the policy is going to be designed is it's based off of severity. So similar to like, you can imagine a car accident, right? You've got some car accidents that are going to be like a fender bender, right? Like you're going to recover from it. Maybe it needs to go to the body shop. Similar here, right? They're not going to give you the full amount of the vehicle. They're just going to give you the amount that covers the repair, right? So same thing
Okay,
with this,
gotcha.
right? It's equivalent, right? So if there's something that you're not going to recover from, you have access to the full policy, absolutely.
Okay, but it's just as needed, pretty much.
Correct,
Okay.
right? Whatever the severity is. And the last thing I want you to write down, this is really important: cash value. Cash value.
Okay.
So each time that you pay, a part of the money stays in the policy. So that money grows over time with interest. So it's not like a get rich type of thing. It's steady growth that you can actually see. The best part is you have the control. So if you decide like when and how to use that money, there's no penalties like a 401k or anything like that. But that money is growing inside your account, inside this policy.
Okay.
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 All right, so I'm gonna have you write this down. So before I want to preface that once we get you approved here, I'm assigned to be with you for life. So now, what does that mean? That means that my job is to make sure that your family is always in the best financial situation possible. So after you get approved, we have what's called annual reviews, which means that in a year from now, we'll check in with you and your family, make sure that everything's good. If you want to make any changes, you definitely can. We always ask, hey, how's everything going? What we need to be going on. And then we just want to make sure, again, that you're in the best financial position possible. And then our job is to just continue. It says that like 4 times. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Making sure that you're just taken care of. All right, the first thing I'm going to have you write down is that $250,000, that's the full mortgage for the house.
Mm-hmm.
Under that, write $116.18.
Okay.
Next to that, write $125,000.
Okay.
This is half the home, and that's $60.77. And the third thing I'm gonna have you write down is gonna be your full home plus like a year or 2 worth of income. So that's $350,000,
Okay.
and that's $160.48.
Okay.
So after Out of all these three, which one of these makes the most financial sense and gives you the most peace of mind?
Probably the 125, the half amount.
Okay. 125.
Um,
All right, so I need two things from you, actually three, to get everything started on our side. If you could do me a huge favor, could you take a picture of the front of your driver's license? I do have to include that in on the application. So if you could send that
Right.
over to me in a text, you could just send it straight to this phone number, that's totally fine. And the second thing I'm gonna need to know is the name of the bank that you want associated to this account. I will need to know like the routing account number. I don't have to know that right this second, but just get that pulled up, maybe on a banking app or something of that nature. And then the last thing I need to know is what's the name of your primary care physician. So if you can start working on getting a couple of those things together for me. If you don't have a primary care doctor, just what would be like the closest hospital you would go to if something does happen to you in the case of an emergency or
Okay.
something like that. I'm gonna start getting the application pulled up. If you hear some silence on my side, it's just me typing a few things in on my end. So don't think that I forgot about you. I'm just typing a few things on my end. Okay.
okay, got it.
Perfect. And now I'm straight into the application. So from here, I'm going right back to the application. So I'm gonna actually go from there to 32, Alabama, and I'm going right in here to the app. And I'm filling this
Okay.
out. For this, I have all your information right already. So I'm going
Right.
08/27/1993. Going with the phone. Continue.
Do you even ask people on that one where it's like, do they intend to like not use a real bank? Do you even ask them that, or just assume that they're
I
going to use
just
a real
assume
bank?
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. I'm just filling this in. I'm not gonna fill this out 'cause it's gonna actually like ask me for that, but
Sure.
basically I
For
fill
sure,
all
yeah.
this out and then I'm gonna ask you,
Yeah.
this is something I haven't asked yet. So 5, 6, 15. I'm gonna skip past the social, right? Hey, what state, Amber, were you born in? Were you born in Alabama?
Yes.
Okay, and then, let's see here, perfect.
So when you were doing this for real, like you're not going to the social part yet, you're skipping that
100%.
for now. Okay. Okay. Oh, it has drop downs on that. Okay.
And if you don't know something, just put manager. It doesn't like find it.
Okay.
Is the mailing address different? No. Hey, Amber, have you lived at your current address for less than 6 years?
Yes.
Okay, and then what was the previous zip code that you have?
35173.
Always do mail delivery.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Always
Well,
mail delivery.
when I was practicing, I had been doing the electronic delivery.
Always mail. We want them to get a hard copy of the mail. Alright, so Amber, I'm gonna send you out a text real quick. It's gonna have a 6-digit code. That's gonna have the
Okay.
insurance company take a look at your medical background. So when you get that,
Okay.
just let me know. But if you will, confirm your full social for me.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
What do you mean?
I mean, I feel weird giving my social to someone over the phone that I don't really know.
Yeah, so it's nothing, anything, like I said, I sent you over my business card. It has my license on there for the insurance, so this is going directly onto the application. Let me do this, I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see exactly where this is gonna go, but this is how we fill out the insurance application. And just like car insurance, you have to actually put your social in there for car insurance, because they gotta take a look at, make sure they match it up to you. So Go ahead and confirm that full social for me.
Okay, it's 111 111. And when you say you're gonna like share your screen with them, at this point, like since I'm gonna have you on the other screen, like could I just maybe take a picture of it and send it to them and say this is what it's showing like on the application?
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a picture, like it's required.
Or you
Okay.
can do this. I'm gonna send you a text real quick. Let me know when you get it.
Okay. Am I pretending that I got the text,
No,
or was I
no.
really supposed to get a text?
Amber, your phone number is 205-746-1993.
5953.
Oh, I sent the wrong one. Okay, let's do it again. Stop. Full screen. Go share. 5953. Phone number
Yeah.
is 205-746-5953.
5953.
Okay, let me know when you receive that text message.
Okay. I feel like that looks different than whatever I looked at when I was practicing.
Click on that.
Okay, I got.
So click on that.
Yeah,
link.
is that the my meeting thing?
Yeah, go
Is
ahead and
that
click
for
on
me?
that for me. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. So this
Okay.
is the application right here, if you'll look. So we're going with Americo. It's got your name at the top, and I'm just filling in all the information on there. So if you'll check that out on your phone. Right, just
Okay,
follow along
yeah,
with me.
I see
This is where
that.
the social goes, so that's where it goes. It's gonna have me fill in a couple of different questions. I'm gonna ask you about beneficiary. I'm gonna ask you about some medical questions that we've already kind of gone through. If you have any existing insurance, things of that nature, and then we'll sign at the very end. Again, this is just to see if we can, this is the application to see if we can get you approved for this, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Perfect, so confirm that full social for me, right? And then they're gonna confirm it.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Okay.
see you put it in right here.
Okay.
And you're just gonna hit the next screen.
Okay.
Validate, it's not validate because it's the wrong social.
Right.
Watch it validate it, right? Yeah, unable to validate. Okay, so we're gonna pause there, stop, leave. Now I want you to go through it. Actually, I would have asked you a few more of those questions. I do want to tie it down, and this is really important. So,
Okay.
hey, good news is, Amber, you were approved. I'm gonna have you write a few things down for me, and then I'm also gonna send you a text that has all this information as well. Save my number, right? So that way you know exactly like who this is. If something does, if you have a question about your policy, please don't hesitate. Give me a call. One thing about me is I make sure that all of my clients know that I'm accessible to them. So if
Yeah.
there's ever a question you might have, one thing I can promise is I will get back to you. I'm not gonna ghost you or anything like that. I'm gonna make sure I take care of you. Okay, it's super important to me. I take care of my clients in that way, and then always know that I'm here for you. And if you have anybody that you think of that could benefit, just like I was able to help you, it would be a huge honor to be able to help them just like the same way that I was able to help you.
Okay.
Do you have any
Awesome.
names like off the top of
So-
your head that you can think of? Like anybody else that you know that would benefit from this? Any other teachers that you could possibly share their information with me, and I could maybe send them a message and let them know what I'm able to do for them? You don't have to tell me.
Yeah,
Right now. Maybe you do this. Maybe you go to work, let them know that I might be reaching out, give them a little bit of heads up. I won't like jump on them right away, but I would like to share with them again and maybe some protection. Maybe they might have something, and I can just maybe get them something better, save them some money, things of that
Right.
nature.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Sounds
aiming to do.
good.
Perfect. And then, so first thing I'm gonna have you write down is gonna be the name of the company we went with, which is Americo. Write that down somewhere.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
your price per month was $60.77. Now, Amber, if you
Okay.
do end up quitting smoking, it has to be for a full year. Those rates will go down. Okay.
Okay.
And then we have that set up for the 16th of every month. So when you see
Okay,
that first,
could I change that if you wanted to?
yeah, absolutely. You just let me know. We can update the policy.
Okay.
And
Like
then,
if I wanted to make it at the first of every month, I could do that.
You
But I
absolutely
guess
can
I
do
need to go ahead and pay today for it to be, or
Yeah.
go ahead and like be drafted today
Yeah.
for it to go into effect.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, we can make that active on the 1st. And then, just so you're, obviously we talked about this before, but this policy does have the living benefits, okay? This policy has cash value, it's permanent coverage, it's not gonna expire on you, it's permanent, okay?
Okay.
And obviously make sure you have my name saved, which is Greg. And then you've got my phone number saved. I'm gonna have you write it down too, just in case it gets lost. By 812-893-8872. I know you've got my number in a couple different places, and you said you're gonna save my number, right?
Right.
All right, cool. And then lastly, this is probably one of the most important things. I'm gonna give you that security code. The security code that's gonna be T1037. T1037.
Okay.
Now, if anybody calls you and they try to tell you that your file is incomplete or something's messed up and they need to figure out what's going on and they don't have this security code, just hang up the phone. There's a lot of scams going on right now with AI and all those things that are happening. So just hang up the phone. You've got the best coverage out there, and give me a call if there's something that you ever need. Okay? Lastly, I will be reaching out to you within like a couple of days just to make sure you got your policy packet. And I'm also going to make sure that in a year from now, if we need to make any changes or updates, and in between that time, if there's any things that you want to make changes on or talk about, I'm here for you with any questions that you might have. Sounds like you were going to ask me something?
Yes. So is my coverage effective today?
It is. So it's active, it is approved, and you do have coverage. Congratulations. I'm very excited for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. You have a great day. Talk soon.
You too.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. I tried to like throw some curveballs by being a smoker and whatnot.
You just don't let it really
But-
affect you.
Yeah. I didn't know how much that would affect somebody, like with their policy or anything, if that was like if it hurt them a lot or anything, but, yeah, okay, that was good. Need to, pull up I printed off like most of my scripts, but I don't have like actually like presenting the IUL in front of me, so let me pull that up on my.
But that's how you kind of transition between the different. Did that help? Like just hearing me flow
Yeah.
through it? Okay. Good.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
And you're gonna get smoother with it as you go. You're gonna get more comfortable. Like I was telling Luis, like some of this stuff just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah,
Before you start feeling that.
gotcha. I need to know at this point. You think whatever that was that you like sent me that like shared that screen of the application?
That's called crank wheel.
Crank wheel. Okay.
Yep. Just get it and then add it onto your browser.